Drawing parallels. Mastering the art of comparison in English. Hello and welcome to another exciting session in our English language learning series. Today, we'll delve into an interesting idiom that you can use in academic or professional writing to draw a parallel between. This idiom can be incredibly useful in comparing and contrasting ideas, theories, or events. Let's dive right in. Our idiom for today is to draw a parallel between. But what does it mean exactly? Well, when you draw a parallel between two things, you're highlighting the similarities between them. It doesn't necessarily mean they're exactly alike, but rather that there are notable similarities worth considering. For instance, let's say we're discussing two authors from different periods, William Shakespeare and George Orwell. While they wrote in different styles and eras, you might draw a parallel between their shared exploration of political power dynamics. Now that we know what it means, let's look at how we can use this idiom in a sentence. Here's a simple example. In his essay, the professor drew a parallel between the environmental policies of the 1960s and today's green initiatives. In this sentence, the professor is highlighting the similarities between environmental policies of two different periods. Practice makes perfect, so let's try to use the idiom in our own sentences. I'll provide a scenario, and you can pause the video to think of how to draw a parallel between, in that context. Here's the scenario. You're comparing the leadership styles of two historical figures, say, Abraham Lincoln and Winston Churchill. Pause for viewer interaction. Great! You might come up with something like, despite their different historical contexts, one can draw a parallel between Abraham Lincoln and Winston Churchill in their ability to inspire and lead during times of national crisis. And there we have it. I hope this video has been helpful in understanding the idiom, to draw a parallel between. It's a handy phrase for comparing and contrasting in an academic or professional context. So the next time you want to point out similarities between two things, remember you can always draw a parallel between them. Keep practicing, and I look forward to seeing you in our next session. Until then, happy learning!